on the blue, Albertson Stadium in Boise, Idaho. It's the Kodiaks and the Boise State Broncos. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. And it's the Kodiaks ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. So Boise State's offense will have the football first. And here comes Dylan Riley. He has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
Turning it on! And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Got his man. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Finds a little space, finding some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It really is no mystery. And Reese, obviously, we were talking about this guy in the open, and already he's getting the ball, and already he's making his presence felt. He just has such great vision and contact balance. And, David, they are going to continue to give him the football until you prove you can stop it.
Yeah, and so the defense is going to have to do something about it. And I know it's early, and that's just one run. But how much are they going to have to commit more people to the box? And they're just going to have to play physical and realize everybody's got a game tackle. This guy is good, man. And so I look forward to this defense trying to find some answers to stop this great running back.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Madsen. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys up.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
I love the aggressive nature in the play column there. The opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Black. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. It'll be the Kodiaks offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20.
Might have a chance. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Dropping back, it's Powers. He's moving out of the pocket. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
And the Kodiaks have this offense rolling. Motion from the wideout. Here's a give to Frazier. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And it's the Kodiaks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Looks as if he's going to run it. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
You got to love that 3rd down, man. 3rd and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on 3rd and short, getting that next set of downs.
Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tight end now in motion. Gonna run it. It's Riley. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
It's complete on the right side. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
How about the coverage by the defender on that throw? It was as if he knew where the ball was going to go. He practically ran the route for the wide receiver before swatting it away.
Got a little grass. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Broncos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Boise State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone. And I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Kodiak's offense heads out to open this possession. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that 1st down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. And the Kodiaks will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Madsen. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. On the run deep down the right side. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The run inside. It's Riley. Maybe some room here. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. And send the tight end in motion. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He has stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kodiak's offense heads out to open this possession. And this quarterback really needs to come out of his funk right now. There's been next to zero execution in the passing game. They haven't taken care of the football, and they'll try to get something going, and they'll have to mount a rally. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And it's the Kodiaks will line it up on 1st and 10. Handoff for Frazier. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Powers. Here's a heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And the Kodiaks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Here's a little room there. The 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Broncos! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kodiak's offense heads out to open this possession. And this outing is one this junior signal caller would prefer to forget. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. To throw, it's Powers. Fires to the big fella. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Got it, looking for the first down. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And it's the Kodiaks who will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He unleashes a long one. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often.
Makes the grab in their space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Quick handoff. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's got it again. There's a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Broncos have pushed it inside the 20. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Madsen. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Broncos. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Black. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. And the Kodiak's in the hurry up.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. He's able to jump the throw and pick it off.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Running inside, it's Riley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Escapes the pressure going right. A strike downfield. Touchdown Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kodiak's offense heads out to open this possession. And they haven't got the outing they had hoped for from this junior quarterback. They just haven't found any rhythm whatsoever in the passing game, and it's cost them on the scoreboard. They'll have to come from behind and then love to get something going here. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the big fella. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used the timeout. Wants to throw on first down. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Oh, look, Ma, 1 hand. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And man, their fans have been hungry to see that. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
Number 99, set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Arkansas in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Razorbacks sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now back to your game in Boise. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Black. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Kodiak's offense heads out to open this possession. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the...
There's some room. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Powers. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Rides to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Riley. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. First and goal for the offense. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Madsen, using his legs to buy some time. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Never a doubt. Well, that's just pie. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kodiak's offense heads out to open this possession. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Off play action. Here's the pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And it's the Kodiaks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave. Yeah,
and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Gaines. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
And that is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. Opening play of the drive from the 39.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football.
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed great. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Black. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field. It's Powers. Lets it fly. Finds a man on the right. There he goes. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's what...
Maybe a crease. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wide receiver going in motion. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they find? And he's in. Touchdown, Kodiaks.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets.
Set to kick this low.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls and fires complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for space. It's Gaines. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Now they'll run it to the right here. Could be an alley. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Broncos are marching down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gaines. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them. Successful, move the ball.
And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up 2nd and long. They'll run it on the counter. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, and especially in the 1st half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the 2nd half.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Bringing it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Kodiak's offense heads out to open this possession. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going for the big play. Got it down the field. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Black 14. Black 14.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
22.
They'll go right back to him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Kodiaks line up to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Running inside. It's Goff. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Broncos want to move quickly. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking for a crease. It's Gaines. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They go right back to him. Finding some room. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the Sunday.
And listen, I know there's people at home watching this after that touchdown run with no time left, and they're just piling on. But listen, there's time on the clock. You got to keep competing. You got to keep playing. And if you don't want us to drive up the score, then tackle us and stop us. That's what they're saying on that last play. I like the idea offensively.
This team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.